Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. We're live today from the Imagine Retreat Center. This is the Perspective Shifters, and this is a platform where we talk about all things that kind of get shoved under the rug, even though they're hot topics and massive pain points, and we need to talk about them. So today, we're actually going to be talking about your story and why that is so intricately, is that a word? I just made it up. Intricately important to you, your business, your purpose in this world, and it actually gives you value and worth going forward in your world. We're going to be talking today with the amazing Kelly Espino. She's like rocking over there. She's tagging people left and right over there. My name is Erin Strayer. I'm a business strategist and growth consultant for female entrepreneurs out there in the real world doing the real things. And we help you get leverage going forward in your world. So if you're watching this, make sure you say hello. Make sure you tell us you're here. We'll give you a little shout out. Share this video with your friends, your family, your colleagues, your people in your cubicle, people on your team, however you function in the world, because Kelly is going to be sharing some amazing hot tips and tidbits. Hi, honey.
Hi. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. So excited.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'm going to fill in a little bit of backstory on you. You're a licensed social worker and right? And you are a spiritual empowerment coach that uplifts and leverages people to do what they do best too, right? From a spiritual side. And you and I, people, we're just going to warn you, it's going to get really up in here today.
It totally is. I am a licensed social worker. I have a master's in social work, but I have to say, I learned a lot, whatever. But I learned way more once I really delved into spirituality. And once I actually lived with real life experiences, that's where I really drew all my inspiration and learned so much.
Right? Yeah. A life story means so much. And are you still working in your job, in the job?
The job, yes, but I am planning to leave my job at the end of January and have my freedom-versary.
I love the freedom-versary. I know you said that last week, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally loving that.
Yeah, Someone else said it, and I'm like, oh my God, that is speaking to my soul. I can't wait.
Yeah. I know. It's the most amazing word to describe leaving your job, because that's really what it is. It doesn't fill you up. It doesn't do what you need it to do for you. It doesn't lift you up. It doesn't elevate you. It doesn't put you in that space of, oh, yes, I get to go to work today.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Totally.
So, do you want to fill in a little bit more of your backstory and your why and why you do the amazing things that you do?
Sure, of course. So I am a spiritual empowerment coach and speaker. And today we wanted to talk about your story is your power, because my story is a part of my why. And I really feel like we all go through some stuff. We all go through hardships. We all deal with trauma. We all go through adversities. It's just what happens in life, right? But a lot of us, we experience a lot of shame, a lot of guilt from what we've experienced. And it's not because we want that. It's just society conditioning, the traumas we've experienced, what people's fears projected onto us. And a lot of the times we get so caught up in this world of getting caught up in, we get distracted in the white noise of life that we don't really take a second to recognize, wow, I do have a lot of guilt, or I do have a lot of shame from what I experienced. And wow, I am allowing that to define me, and I'm not defining myself. So the whole idea of your story is your power, the good, the bad, the ugly, is to really help encourage everyone to recognize that the traumas they experience, the adversity they face, it was put in their life for a reason. It's not meant to define them, but it's meant to help you grow, to evolve, to become stronger, to become wiser, to gain more clarity, and really to make you, I can't stress that enough, to make you stronger, but in a way, when you do overcome it, then you are a freaking beautiful source of inspiration to so many people, right? So many people can resonate with that, because we all go through struggle. We all do.
Gosh, if you guys are lining up with this, make sure you give us some hearts. If you want to comment, in here. Let us know that you're lining up with what she's laying down, because Kelly has got some stuff to show off today.
And I have to say, I spiel a lot, so please cut me off if I'm going off on a tangent.
If you're spieling, but here's the thing, like if you're spieling, I love it because it's on purpose, right? Like
you're right.
Those things are on purpose, and those are the things that get to come forward when they get to come forward, in my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right.
So you mentioned, so many of us, me included, think that nobody wants to hear our story, even though, you just said that that's so powerful, and it gives us our why and why we move forward. Let's sit there and dive into that just like a little bit more, because I know personally for a long time, I'm like, nobody needs to know my story. That's like in the past, like we're moving forward. Like, why is that important? Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I know that I'm not alone in that thought. And like, I don't want to air my dirty laundry, and I don't want to hang that stuff. Nobody needs to know that. I don't want their pity.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I totally get what you're saying, but I feel like it all depends on how you say it. It's one thing if you're coming from victim mentality and you're like, poor me, this is what happened to me, blah, blah, blah. But when you're coming from an energy in a place of, I was there, I experienced the trenches, I experienced the struggle. There was times where I didn't even want to get up from bed that morning. There was times where I wanted to exit this world. When you share the breakdowns, the darkness, but then you've overcome it, and you're coming from a place of, yeah, that was me then, but you know what? I said enough is enough. I took back my power, and look at me now. Look at me now. And I feel like people in this world, there's so much superficial, like the society is so superficial, right? We see reality TV and it's not even reality, right? We all. Right? So I feel like people, and especially clients and just people in general, we crave that authenticity. We crave vulnerability because we never see it. And that's how you form these strong connections. I mean, I'm so grateful. I created my Facebook group, PVO, Positive Vibes Only Sisterhood, in June. And from now, I have over like 1,500 members in there. And it's so amazing. I don't know why I brought that up. I totally lost my train of thought.
That you've created an amazing safe space for people. And not only is it a safe space, but you're providing value inside of that, and people realize and see that, right? And
yeah. Exactly. And you totally sparked it for me, because I'm like, wait, where am I going with this? It's because I keep it real. I'm authentic, and I share my struggles. I share the limiting beliefs that are coming up for me. I share the fears that I experience. But then I also share how I work through it and how I am normal. I'm like you guys, everyone goes through struggles. And I feel like I do it in a way where I validate them, and I let them know, I normalize these feelings and let them know that it's okay, but you can also, it doesn't have to define you. You can work through it. And I truly believe my authenticity and my vulnerability is what made PVO grow so fast.
Yeah, I think you're right on.
Thanks.
I think you're right on, because here's the thing, and I know that all of us are like super women. We're super strong. We pull up our big girl pants. We trudge through. It's power through it, ladies. Power through it. Come on, you're strong, right?
Yes.
You're strong, but on the other side of it is, if you don't, in my opinion, if I don't settle into some of that vulnerability and share that I'm real, and share that stuff's bothering me, and share that, I don't know what's coming next, and share that I had a crap background, and share, you know what I mean? Like, that's where that connection comes in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So back to your, the power of your story, it's really about relating and connecting.
Exactly. And it's such a source of inspiration for people, because it makes them feel like I'm not alone. And even though we all experience different experiences, the emotion, the feeling we feel, that is universal. Everyone can connect with you on an emotional level. Feelings of discouragement, feelings of sadness and despair, overwhelm, all those emotions people resonate with. So there's so much power that comes from sharing your story and just being authentic and vulnerable. Totally.
And it's tough, I think, too. Speaking from myself, I had a career that I was a woman in a man's world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get to cry. I don't get to have PMS. I don't get to any of that stuff that we as women were given when we came into this world. Right? So now my journey is stepping back into that grace, that vulnerability, that real connection with your feelings. Right?
Yeah.
It's to maneuver still and to recreate that space.
And I love that you took your power back. You're like, hold on, no, I want to be true to me. I'm not in a man's world. I'm in Aaron's effing world right now. Like I'm doing what, and I love that. And that is what inspires so many people. Like if you really think about it, all the big names, Oprah, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Gabby Bernstein, Lisa Nichols, all these people went through,
right?
Yeah, you can go on and on and on. They went through the struggle. They went through, especially Oprah. And look where Oprah is now. And look at the connection. Look at the Oprah army. I don't even know what she calls her fans, but it's an army.
Yeah, it is. It's an army. And she has done, like, seriously, she was fired from her first anchor job because she wasn't worthy. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oprah, like, look at her now. Exactly.
Exactly. And that is what inspires me. That's what helps me. That's what makes me want to wake up in the morning, is to encourage people to understand that they have that power within them, regardless of what they've been through, regardless of what society says they should be or shouldn't be.
Put preach in that.
Right? They have the power. They can say enough is enough. Today is the day I'm going to start over. Today's the day I'm going to reinvent myself. Today's the day it's a new beginning. And the past is no longer going to hold me down like an anchor, but I am going to define myself. And it's a journey. I mean, we all know, especially, like I say this all the time, I thought I loved myself, right? Like I did so much personal development. I invested so much. I read so many self-help books. I'm like, I love myself. Babe, guys, sunshines. When I started my own business, that's when everything got real, because when you start your business, you never realize how much you don't love yourself, because your business forces you to literally get a mirror and like look at yourself. Because if your business is not moving, it's a direct reflection of what's going on with you internally and externally. You know what I mean? So yeah,
it's that direct reflection on what's going on. So yeah, it's like your business is at a stall. Where else is your life stalling, right?
The inner, and oh my gosh, it like slapped me across, across the face. But it made me realize and recognize that I wasn't in alignment with my first online business, because it didn't have spirituality incorporated in it. And spirituality is who I am. It's part of me. But at that time, I was doing what I thought was I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like I hired a business coach and she was awesome, but she didn't have any woo. And at that time, I didn't know that's what I needed. So she was trying to mold me into her and doing all the strategies, which I'm all about. We need strategy, but it wasn't feeling in alignment. I had so many limiting beliefs. I had so many fears, but at that time, I didn't realize, because I wasn't self-reflective and I didn't do the inner work. I did like the personal development, which I'm all about, but it's kind of like, it does help, but in order to really, really step into your purpose and your path and your business powerfully, you have to do that inner work. And that's where spirituality, like to the rescue, came into my life, because it really helped me uncover all these fears and limiting beliefs that I didn't know I had. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and it's almost like the heavens open up when you realize what's been holding you back. Those limiting beliefs. I like to call them nerds,
Just nerds. Yeah, I like that.
I like to call them nerds because, really they're, what's your definition of a nerd? Oh yeah, that's me. That particular thing, that's what's holding me back. So when you realized this and you started renegotiating the structure of your business, to incorporate spirituality, right? Like, how did you incorporate your story into that? Like in intertwine?
I'll be completely honest with you, Erin. So I had that, it was called Kelspirations. That was my first business. I had that for a couple of months and I did everything you're supposed to do, you know, like the freebie, the growing your email list, the live stream, the visibility, all that. Yeah. Nothing, when it came to sales and when it came to program creation and creating, nothing. Zip, had no inspiration. Nothing was coming to me. So I literally had to take a stop sign and take a chill pill. And I didn't even touch my business for a good 3 months because I was searching for myself. I was like, what is missing here? Because there is something missing because nothing is flowing. And that's when spirituality came. And so for a good couple of months, all I did was the spirituality, the inner work, learning as much as I can learn and really trying to find like what felt right and what felt aligned with me. And then and then once I was like feeling like, okay, this is what was missing. I am meant to be a spiritual empowerment coach. I'm not meant to just be an empowerment coach. You know, I'm meant to talk about the spiritual elements because they changed my life. And I see that it's so possible. Back then, I didn't see any spiritual entrepreneurs. So I didn't even know that was an option. Now, I'm like, you see, it totally is an option. So since I've incorporated spirituality in my life, it's just helped me become more me and more authentic. Whereas when I was with Kelspirations, I was me, but then I was also trying to be like what I thought I was supposed to be. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah. Okay. Like you were on somebody else's schedule.
Yeah. Like
or I was agenda.
I remember like my old coach telling me. Yeah, exactly. I remember my old coach telling me, Kelly, you know, I love your energy, but, you know, maybe you shouldn't put caps on your post. Maybe you should just lessen the exclamation marks, like tone it down a little. You know what I mean? And she was great with strategy and everything, but I felt like I couldn't really be me. Like being me wasn't going to like boost my business. Whereas once I went into spirituality, I'm like, oh my God, that is me. That's my superpower. Like, oh my gosh, all I have to do is show up and get paid and it's so funny when I didn't have spirituality and I was trying to be someone I wasn't, 0 clients, no sales, nothing. Since incorporating spirituality into my life and actually being me and owning it and like being like, yeah, this is me. I'm bubbly. I'm very bubbly. I'm very high vibe, but I keep it real. Like all of a sudden I have clients, I have sales, I have creation flowing. And guess what? I don't have a freebie at this point. I'm working on my website. I'm relaunching it in January. I just started building my email list. Like I don't even have the setup foundation strategies that I'm supposed to be having, but I have clients and it's all because I'm just being me. I'm 100%.
Yeah. You know, and it's for me, being that strategy coach and consultant, not one of my clients is cookie cutter.
I love
that. Not one. Every single person is different for that reason right there. And if I don't hone that in, why do I want you to be me? Yeah. My story is your story. My gifts are your gifts.
And also, Erin, it's because you're not cookie cutter. You're not. So that energy, I'm not surprised that you attract clients that are not cookie cutter because you're not. And I feel like that's why they resonate with you because you meet your clients where they're at. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So if somebody is trying to, there's a lot of people on, I know the comments aren't showing up in our feed here, but there's a lot of people. Adriana's on here and she's like, wow, this is opening my eyes.
I love Adriana.
Like, what do you coach on? I'm late to the party. So Lisa wants to know what you coach on. She's late to the party.
I wish I could see these comments. Yeah. So
they're not showing up on the Be Live thing here, but they're on. I'm watching too.
Oh, they are. Oh, okay. Yeah. Awesome. So what I do, I help women. So my population, my clients are women. That's my message. That's my mission. That's my why. but my message can impact everyone. It doesn't have to just be only women. But what I do is I help these women deconstruct the debris they have accumulated from societal conditioning, traumas, the limiting beliefs we inherited, all that stuff. And I help them reconstruct a solid foundation that they can build on by tapping into their true divine self. And that's like major key alert is divine self, because
like
once
people, your true divine self, just let it land. Pause.
Oh, marinate on that. Exclamation mark, underline. Because when you tap into that true divine self, that is the self that is pure love and light. That is the self, that the energy that created the galaxies, that is within you. That is yourself. And that self has all the answers you will ever need. That self is a powerful co-creator and can create your reality. That self is truly limitless. And when you tap into that, you raise your standards. You don't settle. You're connected with source energy. So it's like you're a direct alignment with just love and light. And that's when you tap into your magic and tap into the magic all around you, and just beauty like ignites. Like I can't even put it into words. So that's what I do.
Yeah. And Lisa's like true divine self, pretty badass. No joke, Lisa. She's one of our sisters. We love her.
Oh, I love it.
But people, it's so true. It's so true. When she said she deconstructs the debris, every single one of us have the debris. I don't care what you want to call it. That's a nice way of putting debris, really, the stuff that's stuck in the bottom of your shoe that you take everywhere with you. Yeah. Right? Because it's stuck in the bottom of your shoe because you didn't take the time to pick it out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Kelly hook up with this chick, Kelly, and you get her to help you reconstruct your now.
Yeah, I help the women, I help my clients remember who they really are. At the end of the day, I help them remember, because we all have it within us. It's just, we got so caught up with the white noise of life. We got so consumed with our roles and our responsibilities and putting everyone else in front of us that we lost sight of who we truly are. So I really just remind them, and I help them it's like spiritual development, personal development, all together. And I'm like you, I meet my clients where they're at. So everyone is so different. But I love it. I totally love it.
It's so beautiful. It's such just an amazing intersection. And I know that, our title for our talk together today was about the strength and the power of your story. And this whole conversation has been about that, people. I don't know if you've picked that up by this, or if you just think this has been a high vibe, just girlfriend chit chat here. But really, this is all about your story and the power of it. And when you really own it, right, Kelly?
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Like if you guys go back and watch this replay, or when you're watching this replay on you, like put in the comments that you're watching the replay. Kelly actually said that her first business wasn't going anywhere until she stepped into her true being, which is connected to her story. It's in there. If you go back, this is a really cool high vibe, man. I can't even imagine having coffee one-on-one sitting across the table from you, sisters. But like it'd be amazing. Like we'd have to plan 2 days. So
yeah, my friends and my sisters, my clients, they call me Espino Espresso.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Right? I love that.
Yeah. So again, power, story, own it. You need help owning it. How do people find you, Kelly?
They can definitely find me in PVO, Positive Vibes Only Sisterhood. That's my Facebook group. They can connect with me on Kelly Espino, my personal page. Soon, very soon, I will have a website for you guys, but not yet. But those are the best ways to contact me.
Yeah, Adriana's on here. Is that Adriana? She said, I am happier when I am myself. I get more clients, even more ideas. So I get paid for being myself. Go, girl. We're super excited for you on that, and we're super excited you're owning that. If you guys want to give us some hearts, if any of this has landed for you today, give us like just a massive explosion of hearts on our feed here today. Let us know that some of this information landed for you, that this is really making sense to you, that Kelly is you know, she doesn't mean to sucker punch you, but sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah. And can I just say like a final little thing?
Yeah. You go.
Awesome. Guys, ladies, sunshines, regardless of whatever you've gone through or whatever you're currently going through, it does not matter, because it was put in your path for a reason, and it's for your highest good. And I know when you're in the darkness and you're in the guck of it all, it's hard to see it in that way. But honestly, it would not have been put on your path if you weren't meant to go through it and overcome it. And when we go like fight through and we process through and we shift it and we come out, we overcome it, we are so much stronger, we are so much wiser, and we have more an ability to persevere. We're more resilient. And so then when the good times come, we can appreciate it so much more. And then when the struggles come, because regardless of how successful you are, regardless of how high vibe you are, regardless of how spiritual you are, you're going to experience adversity, because that's why we're in this physical world. This world is supposed to be a school for us. So we're going to experience adversity, but the beauty of getting through all the struggles, all those worst days, and keep going is that when you do hit the adversity, the struggle, you're able to bounce back that much faster. You're able to come out swinging like, what? Come on, bring it on, universe. I'm ready. And when you fight through that, and it helps you become more of who you're meant to be, to fulfill that purpose and life's work you are meant to fulfill that impact, to be of service. And it gets you ready to be that person. So I encourage you to shift your perspective, which that's why I love your series, what this is called, because you're so right, Erin. It's all about your perspective and how to see it, and how it's not breakdowns are necessary for breakthrough. And once you shift your perspective in understanding, like, this is my right now, it's not my forever, I am resilient, I'm adaptable by nature, I am powerful, I will get through this. And you just keep on going. Don't stop. Keep going. So that's my spiel.
Like, stay on the box, sister, because you're preaching. I love it. I always have a question that I love asking my guests. When will you put in the feed when we're done here? Will you put in your links where people can find you? One. Sure. You know, when people want to loop around and connect and find you, so that's an easy accessible for them. And then my favorite question, because we really haven't been asking questions, but I got a question. So yeah, take us away. If you were to give your younger self any advice, what would you tell her?
Wow, that's a good one. That is a good one. Everything will come together in divine timing. Keep going. Yeah. Because I was so caught up in, like, what's my purpose and where's my life going and how am I going to do it? I know I want to make an impact. I know I have a purpose. I don't know where you see that energy. It was so chaotic, but in it, I didn't recognize it. So if someone could have told me, Kelly, just relax and trust the divine timing of your life, it will be revealed to you when you're meant to receive it. And that's all you need to know. Then I could have been so much more zen. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We're just talking to Pastor Kelly today.
Thank you. You're so funny. This was so much fun, Erin. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had so much fun. I'm so happy we did this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Stay on the line for just a second with me, Kelly, when we're done. Ladies out there, men, if you're watching this, if you're watching the replay, make sure you let us know that you're watching the replay. Let us know if we've delivered some value for today. If this has been, worth your time today. That's our whole purpose here. That's why we do what we do. That's the whole purpose of the Perspective Shifters. If this is something you want to get on, reach out to me. Let me know. We'll have a conversation and see if we can fit you in the schedule. So, Kelly, thank you very, very much for your time, for your energy, for your knowledge, for your unbelievable soul. I love you. I love everything about you.
Thank you.
And for everybody that's been on with us today, thanks so much, folks. We're seeing ya.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Mwah.